Another week, another video. Hit the subscribe button. As you can see, I'm very consistent with putting out a video every single week. On today's edition of Cook, Don't Be Lazy, what I'm making for you guys is a spinach stuffed steak roll. Let's get to it. You need a skirt steak for us Mexicans, fajita meat, and a very, very sharp knife. If you can get your steak very, very thin, go for it. This is a little thicker than what I like, so I'm going to try my best to slice this in half. And that's where the sharp knife comes into play. We want to start off with a very thin steak. So I'm just going to go down the middle. As carefully as I can. To thin this out. You know what? This is thin enough at the end, so I'm just going to make 2 rolls. See how thin that is? So I took my one steak, sliced it down the middle, and now I've got 2 very thin pieces. Heat up a pan with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Once it's nice and hot, I've got mine set to about medium high, right around 6.5 on my stove number. I've got about half a cup of onion. You can use regular onion if you want. I just so happen to forget to pick up an onion at the store, but I already had a red onion. So I'm going to use a red onion. Dice up your red onion. We're going to cook this down for about 2 to 3 minutes. Two to 3 minutes later or so, once your onion starts turning a little brown, we're going to add some minced garlic. We're going to cook this down for about another minute or so. I think that was about maybe, I used a little spoon, so maybe a tablespoon's worth. Smells great. So we're going to cook this down for about another minute, or for about a minute. Go ahead and preheat your oven for 375. Always want to preheat our oven. Alright, let's work with our cream cheese. 8 ounces of cream cheese. Throw in your freshly cooked mixture of onion and garlic into it. You want to have a soft cream cheese. If it's fresh out the fridge, let it thaw out some. Mix this all in. See, my cream cheese wasn't as soft, so it's not I'm not able to work with it too well, but it's fine. It's soft enough. We're going to throw in some salt. Some pepper. And let's stuff our steak. Season it with some salt and pepper, your steak. Some Creole Seasoning. We're going to take our cream cheese mixture. Spread it onto our steak. We're going to take some spinach. Provolone cheese. We're going to roll this up. We're going to take some skewers. I'm going to slice it. That's what it's going to look like. Slice in between the skewers. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other flat steak piece of roll that I had. Remember, I had 2 of them. So I'm going to do this one. And then we'll get to cooking. Heat up a skillet. Drizzle just a small amount of olive oil. It's probably a little too much olive oil. I'm going to soak some of that up with a paper towel. I've got my skillet set to about the number 6 on my stove. Cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to flip it. It's okay, some of this starts to kind of fall apart on you. Another 2 minutes, and we'll stick it in the oven. Don't forget, preheat your oven 375. 2 minutes later, stick this into your oven. We're going to let it cook for about 10 minutes, and then it's time to plate up. And just like that, a spinach stuffed steak roll. By the way, you guys might be thinking it might look burnt. It ain't burnt. That's just the cheese that spills over. The cheese kind of gives it the burnt look. But I guarantee this meat is tender. I'll see you guys next week. And don't forget, cook! Don't be lazy!